Hi, I'm Fiona, author of 25 Foods Kids Hate and How to Get Them Eating 24. And welcome back to my Video Jug Cooking for Kids series with Net Mums. And these are my pesto chicken dippers with smoky wedges, a delicious recipe and a great midweek tea time idea. And also we're getting savvy with leftovers, so we're not wasting money, we're not wasting anything at all. So those crusts of bread at the end of a loaf, we're using those. And those bits of pesto left in the jar in the fridge that you're not quite sure what to do with, we're using that as well. And this is my healthier version of chicken and chips, but don't panic. Healthy doesn't mean bland and boring, it's really tasty. Right, I'm going to do the wedges first because these take a little bit longer than the chicken dippers. And all you're doing is you're cutting the potatoes into these boat wedge shapes basically, all about the same size, and throw them into a casserole dish once you're done. So I'm almost ready with these. And do as many or as few as you like, it's up to you. Cover with some olive oil. The full recipe is in the description box. Add some smoked paprika, one of my favourite spices. And if you want to speed the cooking process up a little bit, you can parboil the potato wedges for about 5 minutes and then drain them off before putting them in the casserole dish. Give it a mix or a shake. There we go. And into the oven for 30-40 minutes until they're nice and crispy. So that's first job. Now I think this is quite a fun recipe because we get clever with a freezer bag, all will be revealed. I've got here some red pesto, 5 teaspoons, you could use green, that's fine. I've whizzed up the crusts of bread with my food processor, so we've got breadcrumbs. You can buy breadcrumbs, you can get a toddler to actually help you out by doing that by hand. Could be a good job for a keen toddler. And I've got 2 chicken breasts, which I've started cutting up, scissors, so much easier. So cut them up into similar sizes. You'll probably get about 10 to 12 pieces per chicken breast. So I'm almost done here. And by the way, if you want loads more great recipe ideas, family food, any kind of food, then hit the subscribe button. Done. Right, look at this. Chicken goes in the bag. Pesto goes in the bag. Hold firm. And then if you've had a really busy, stressful day, glass of wine, this, very therapeutic. All right, so can you see I'm covering all of the chicken pieces with the pesto. Next in go the breadcrumbs. These are like healthier chicken nuggets. And again, bit of a squeeze. This is so therapeutic, this is so fun. Kids will love it too. Not all of the breadcrumbs will stick to the chicken, but or the pesto for that matter, but that's completely fine. Then, all you do is put the chicken pieces on a greased baking tray or a non-stick baking tray and space them out. So it's kind of messy, but fun too. And if you want, as you're spacing them out, sort of turn them in the breadcrumbs and, you know, make sure that everything is thoroughly covered. Okay, in the oven for 10 minutes, 12 minutes until the biggest chicken piece is cooked through, no pink in the middle, very important. Wash your hands after handling raw chicken as well. So how easy is that? In the oven, the wedges are already cooking. These will take 10, 12 minutes and they'll be done. Right, the chicken dippers and the wedges are busy cooking in the oven. As ever, we would love to hear your tweaks, your suggestions, your comments on all of these recipes. So tweet us at VideoJugFood, find us on Facebook, and leave your comments at NetMums as well. Speaking of NetMums, so many of you have been asking me about fussy eating and how to get your kids trying new foods. I get asked this all the time. Panic not, it's my expertise. I've got lots I can say, and I'm going to start off with 2 bits of theory, bits of science, and then 2 more practical pieces of advice, just to get you going. The science, first of all. Consider the role that your child's personality has to play, because actually science has shown, studies have shown that kids who are shyer, don't like loud noise, perhaps have learning difficulties, children with autism, these kids are proven to be a little bit fussier with their food. So if your child is a little bit shy or doesn't like kind of going out into new places, loud noises upset them, this will transfer across to their food as well. So it's about understanding what your kids are all about and working with them and just doing little baby steps at a time. Also, some more theory for you is something that sounds very complex, and it's called the over-justification hypothesis. This is something that I have studied, and basically I'll break it down for you. Children find it hard to eat something if they feel they are being rewarded for eating it. It's all to do with what goes on in their mind. So in other words, if you bribe with dessert, then they're going to think that the main meal is bad and the dessert is good, and we're getting into good food, bad food territory. So really, don't bribe with dessert, because it can be counterproductive. No matter how tempting it is, don't get into good food, bad food territory. If your child won't eat their main course, then just say, okay, you're not hungry, so therefore you won't be hungry for dessert, and keep it like that instead, rather than keeping it like a punishment. Practical advice for getting your kids to try new foods. First of all, use peer pressure. If your children or your child has a friend that loves their food, there's always one, invite them round for play date after play date after play date. That often works really well, much better than if you try and persuade them to eat their greens yourself. Also, another great technique is to allow them to try new foods off your plate. Put them on your plate, because kids often feel safer, bizarrely, if a new food isn't on their dinner plate. So have a situation where you can invite them to try off your plate, or even have a special plate for trying new foods, so like a new plate, which might be quite exciting as well. So everything's cooked, and I'm serving up with my tongs. I love my tongs, and I've also added some greenery, some rocket leaf and some tomatoes on the plate for extra fibre day. There we go. Chicken dippers, and basically have them as they are, or if you want to add some hummus or some kind of a dip, ketchup even on the side, use them to dip in, perfect. And really, that's all there is to it. How easy is that? Hope you've enjoyed it, and please do join me next time for the next in my Video Jug Cooking for Kids series with NetMums. Now, let me try this one. Gorgeous.